Storyteller has perhaps one of the most unique and innovative approaches to a puzzle game that I can remember. Presented as an interactive storybook, you're given prompts to a story. It's up to you to write out the narrative that gets you to that ending. Storyteller is available today on PC, Mac, and Nintendo Switch for $14.99. We're skipping the story section since there isn't one overarching story, and we're jumping right into the gameplay. Levels are broken up into chapters instead of a storybook. These chapters generally have some sort of theme to them, like revenge or heartbreak, which dictate the puzzle elements you'll get. These problems are presented with a prompt that you'll have to prove as true by moving around different story elements. The UI is incredibly simple and easy to navigate. You're usually presented with scene elements and characters you can shuffle around in order to make the prompt come true. It's an incredibly intuitive system to navigate. The difficulty was relatively low from the start, but it does progressively get more challenging. It feels almost like a tease to that point because it wasn't until the end of my 2-hour playthrough that I felt like the game finally found its footing in terms of difficulty, only to end. There are hints toward possible future content, but at the moment these 12 chapters are pretty much it. That's not to say that it's a bad game, on the contrary, the gameplay is fun, but it feels like a precursor to what could be a much better experience with some more challenge. Being available on Nintendo Switch and PC, gameplay feels right at home, quickly dragging around elements with the mouse on PC and with the touchscreen on the Switch. Storyteller isn't particularly a visually taxing game. It's almost like an old-school Flash game, but with way more production put behind it. It has a charming presentation with bright and vibrant character portraits that truly feel ripped out of a child's storybook. Storyteller has a nice soundtrack consisting of a few orchestral pieces. It is relatively calming, perfect for a puzzle game like this that's slower paced, but with a bit more critical thinking put into it. The strings and flutes complemented the chilled-out gameplay nicely. Storyteller is a delightful puzzle game that's well worth playing through a single sitting or just over the weekend. It's not as challenging as I would have hoped, but I still had a great time with what is no doubt one of my favorite recent concepts for a puzzle game. I truly do hope this idea continues on to be fleshed out with some post-game content or some sort of sequel, because my biggest issue with Storyteller is that it left me wanting more with such a short game.